Minoru, it's just me again. So yeah, I've sent over that contract. And look, man, I know you only want to work for one company now. And I know you miss home. And I get all that, I do, but come on, man. You're the champ. Think about it. Let me know. Hello and welcome back to Curbstomp City and another episode of ECW Lives on TEW 2016, and today I'm bringing you ECW Black and Blue. And you can see the card on the screen now if you want to have a look and pause. But we're going to get straight into the show without any further ado. And we start with the commentary team having a little chat. And Joey Styles says, after months of trying to stop Rhino reach the top of ECW once more, Rhino gets his hands on Heyman tonight. Heyman has been preparing in the ECW Academy and has been acting strangely confident about tonight. What skills has he gained and what has he got up his sleeve? And speaking of Heyman, Don West says, yep, he's made sure his golden boy is protected tonight in his championship match. On Friday, the main event was set for ECW Black and Blue. Minoru Tanaka is going to defend his championship tonight in what is essentially a handicap match. And we all know why Goldberg was added, and that's to make damn sure Minoru Tanaka leaves tonight as champion and to make sure Brian Kendrick is gone for good. Don says, what about CM Punk though, Joey? He says, that's right, Don. CM Punk demanded to be added as a last-minute addition to the championship match. He claims his television championship reign makes him #1 contender, and I'm not going to argue. So yeah, a little segment there to set up the two main matches for tonight, and the stories have been told. You know what's happening now if you've only just tuned in for the first time, and if you've been here before, it's just a little bit of a recap. And yeah, 74 B-. And then we go to CM Punk's music hits as the crowd erupts. And CM Punk makes his way to the ring. And he says, Heyman, this show does not start until I get what I want. So get out here and give it to me. And if you don't give it to me, I will take it. And then Heyman makes his way to the ramp. And he says, now I've heard you crying from the back. And I'm out here to give you some news. And you know what? I like you. You're good. But if you really think you'd stand a chance in tonight's main event, then you've got another thing coming. I don't stack the odds for nothing, Punk. ECW is my company, and I will... Wait there, Paul. That's the problem. This is not your company. This is our company, the fans and the wrestlers. If you don't add me to this match, Rhino won't be your only problem. And then CM Punk climbs out of the ring and starts to approach Heyman, who runs to the back. And then Punk chases him. So yeah, CM Punk and Paul Heyman with a really good promo, 88B+ there. And both using the freedom of improvisation to their advantage, which is great to see. Both of them were off the script for this. And yeah, two great promos, obviously going to get a great result. Good stuff. Let's keep going. Then we go into the Tag Team Championship match, and this one was set up a while ago, and we're finally getting around to doing it. But yeah, the Blackout defeat Sting and Taka in 9 minutes 54 and making defense #1 of their tag team championships. Abyss got the pin with a black hole slam on Taka, and yeah, Sting and Taka still have no chemistry, which is why they didn't win. Vampiro doing really well there with a 70. Sting doing terribly with a 65. Why is Sting so low? However, he is improving in performance skills, which I guess is good. But yeah, 60C for that one. I was expecting a little bit more, to be honest. And then we go into our Junior Heavyweight Championship match with a returning Tajiri. And Prince Devitt has defeated him in 11 minutes 31 by pinfall with a Bloody Sunday. And Prince Devitt makes #2 of his ECW World Junior Heavyweight Championship. Tajiri has debuted his martial art gimmick, and he got a rating of above average. 59 for Devitt, 61 for Tajiri. It's a fairly even match. And yeah, Tajiri improving his performance skills. And this is the return of Tajiri now. I released him in January, I think, and I thought may as well bring him back. It's been 6 months. And he's one of the people from the original ECW. And I kind of want to keep as many good originals as possible. So yeah, we brought him back. I think it's a good decision. And yeah, 70C+, good match for a return. And then we go into another C+ match with a 67 this time. And Tommy Dreamer makes defense number 1 of his ECW World Championship. Now Daddy Tom, of course, his wife's pregnant. He's on the show. He became the television champion because he was motivated to make some money for his family. And that motivation continues. And he's still the champ. And Tommy has defended his championship for the first time. And yeah, that's a 67C plus, like I said. And we've got some breaking news coming in. CM Punk has officially been added to tonight's ECW Championship match. And you can only assume that with the timing of this, just before the Rhino Paul Heyman match, he wants to make sure that Punk is not getting involved. He's satisfied enough that, you know, the odds are in Goldberg and Minoru's favour enough that he's added him to the match. And C plus 66 for this little video package announcing CM Punk's addition to the main event. Alright, so now we're going into the Paul Heyman Rhino match, and this is where we're gonna, you know, turn the lights down a little bit and we're gonna sort of talk you through what happens in the match. So they're in the ring, Paul Heyman and Rhino are about to fight. The bell rings, and as soon as the bell rings, Danny Havoc, Austin Aries and Delirious run into the ring, attack Rhino, and they try and beat him up for as long as they can. And they try and help Heyman get the win, but they just can't. So they end up leaving and getting a count out and just giving up. The match has now happened. Rhino's contractual match against Paul Heyman is now expired. He no longer has to deal with him. At least that's the logic of Heyman. So then Rhino runs after them. Danny Havoc, Austin Aries and Delirious rush towards Rhino and carry on the fight. They eventually beat down Rhino once again. They tie him up this time, and then they manage to drag him to the back. So Heyman's basically just trying to make sure Rhino is not getting interfered in tonight's main event, and he wants this night to go smooth, and he has a plan for the main event, and Rhino is not part of it. So yeah, that's what's happened here, and he's been tied up and dragged to the back. Again, we're going to turn the lights off, no spoilers. So we're in the ring. Kendrick has got Tanaka in the captain's hook. He's on the verge of tapping. Goldberg helps Minoru off. He doesn't hurt him, he just helps him off, and Goldberg takes out Kendrick, throws him out of the ring, and then there's just the two left standing. Goldberg, Minoru Tanaka, and then CM Punk climbs onto the apron, and they both run at Punk. They take him outside, they throw him against the barricade, and throw him into the stairs, and he's gone as well. And now it's just the two left in the ring. Minoru Tanaka and Goldberg are looking at each other, and now what happens? Heyman gets in the ring, and now he's in the middle of the two. Minoru, lay down. Lay down. Goldberg's the champ now. He's looking at him. Paul, what are you on about, Paul? Lay down, Minoru. And Minoru's refusing now. He's not happy. The crowd are getting behind him. He does not want to lay down, and he's not going to lay down. And he runs at Goldberg, but Goldberg just hits him with a spear out of nowhere. And now surely we have a new ECW champion. Goldberg lifts him up, ready for the jackhammer, and he lands it. And it's 1, 2, and CM Punk gets in with a chair, and he breaks it up, and he's just smashing the absolute shit out of Goldberg. Absolutely smashing him in, turning him black and blue. And Goldberg is out. And now Heyman is stood in the ring in shock, and he does not know what to do. And CM Punk looks at Tanaka, who was on the floor and out, and looking Heyman in the eyes. CM Punk pins Minoru Tanaka. 1, 2, 3. We have a new ECW heavyweight champion, CM Punk. And after the match, CM Punk makes a quick escape up the ramp. It is a heist. CM Punk is the new ECW champion, and CM Punk celebrates his championship victory as Heyman and Goldberg are furious at ringside, and then Punk eventually makes his way to the back, and Minoru Tanaka is still laying in the middle of the ring, and Goldberg is angry. His plan has backfired, and he gets in the ring and drags Minoru Tanaka to his feet by his hair, and he hoists him up for another jackhammer and drives him into the canvas. And Goldberg and Heyman leave as Paul drags Tanaka's golden robe across the floor behind him. And it is over. The relationship between Paul Heyman and Minoru Tanaka is done. The golden robe symbolically dragged away as Heyman leaves with Bill Goldberg. And a 78B. decent show. Let me know what you think. Peace.